Hello, everyone. It's Thursday, meaning it's time for King's Pyrite, a fool's gold campaign. First, why is Twitch not working on my side? Oh, Jiminy. Of course, it's not working on my side.
Most cursed.
Yes, it is. It's Thursday.
Dun, dun, dun. There we
So,
go.
yep, now everything's working. So I'm going to first talk about the player that we are missing. The Scarred Adventurer, unfortunately, will be out for some time, and we hope him the best in getting better. And with that, I know they have food in their mouth, but I'm gonna do it to them as the new player. No, I'll go choose somebody else. Okay, let's go with Insane.
That's me. Hi. My name is Bison_Stonefist. I'm here a lot. Tonight I'm playing Encino, the Dragonborn Power Ranger. I don't know if range it in. Let's go with that.
Go Power Rangers.
No, that was Jacob's last character.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah. Anywho, you can also catch me 3 other nights a week. On Saturday, I play Sid Brimlock, our gruff engineer in the necrobiotic radio drama Dead to Rights. On Monday nights, I play Jack. I got Ghosts in My Blood Aldridge in our Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG Crave New World. And Tuesdays, I run our Cyberpunk Red game, Carnage Heights. Next, we'll go with Badges because he's clapping.
The price of fame. Hi, folks. This is Bat Kyle here, your friendly neighborhood Bat Kyle. You can find me on Thursdays. Obviously, you got the right day. Good for you. Playing the resident dad mom energy druid who has the brain cell. And God, sometimes you wish he didn't. Badges Newth. And then you can also find me on Mondays playing everybody's favorite half demon stoner oracle, Jacob King. Yes, he'll probably end up naked again unintentionally at some point. It's just a record. It's a thing now. That aside, you can't find me really anywhere else because I don't like to be perceived. And let's go to Nick.
Hello, I'm Nick, also known as Boulder on Thursday nights. Really, other than that, I'm also known as Medikit on the Discord, and that's really the only place you can find me. That's intentional. So, other than that, yeah, it's really it. And because, try to see, yes, I'm going to throw it over to Tooth because they no longer have food in their mouth.
I do have a piece of candy in my mouth, but it's
Then you
fine.
shouldn't have stopped.
You're right. I knew it was coming though. Hi, I'm Ruth. Today I'm here as Desrai. She is a Palabarian. Paladin Barbarian. On Tuesdays, I'm here as Exit, the resident fixer, and brains of the group, in my opinion.
Holder of the brain cell for sure. That's from the GM.
Thank you. Sorry, it's stuck to my teeth. Wednesdays, when that game eventually comes back, as Maeve, and Sundays, when the game eventually comes back as Anya. That's about it.
And then pass the potato.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Sorry.
Right there. You've got the potato now.
Luna.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm out of it.
Well, it's
When
your
the
first
meds
time.
wear off.
You don't understand the intros.
Hi, Solar Dasher here. As you can see, I play Luna here on Thursdays. That's it for now. Hopefully, maybe I can find another game to get into somewhere somehow. I don't know yet. Otherwise, I do try and stream once in a blue moon. I need to actually get back into that again. I'm trying to continue to fundraise for a surgery. My next appointment for that is in July, but I want to try and get as much as I can together because I'm already behind on medical bills and such. But other than that, yeah, basically you can catch me on the Discord as well. Thank you very much. And we're now going to go back to our story keeper.
All right. Alongside our players, you will see our producer bopping around the screen with the amazing commentary that I cannot watch because I can't watch chat because chat will break me. And now Twitch is going away. Our VTT is Roll20. Art is from Hero Forge. Everything else is from the book, The Fool's Gold Campaign from Hit Point Press. Everything comes with the setting, including the music that I am about to turn on in 5 seconds because I forgot to turn it on. And it is by Dingo Doodles and Felix Anrich. I think that's how you say the name.
If not, close enough.
And I'm sorry if it is incorrect. Let's go with... Yeah. So, once again, somehow, you 4 have become the heroes of Alchemist Quarry. As Lucas comes back from his bath, it is obvious he's not doing well. The toll that and the sacrifice that he went under to save you all is too much. As he, like the Tarask, begins to dissipate and dissolve, almost shattering, disappearing into the shadows.
Well, that was expectedly melodramatic.
Is this after the sword in the morning?
Yes, this is.
Okay.
He just face palms out of existence.
Yeah.
Basically.
He'll be back.
Oh no, not more gods.
Yeah, there's just too much angst for him to actually permanently go out like that.
For you all, a month passes by as the story of the heroes of the Bellowing Wilds begin to pass throughout, even capturing the ear of some new, let's call them young, excited adventurers
Oh god,
to join
groupies.
you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm so sorry, Ruth. How do you say your character's name again?
Desrai.
Desrai. For you, Desrai, you do hear the stories of the heroes of the Bellowing Wilds, this ragtag group of adventurers that has been traveling in the east, saving town after town from a kraken, saving the entire Velgari village by turning them into birds somehow, by saving Bundarico from a parasitic monster. Just story after story. Till you kind of get this feeling from your deity that you yourself need to meet them. As she says to you, I know, my child, this may be a large ask, but find them. See if you can help them appear. We are still in a panic as to how the Tarask was destroyed. I can explain further in your journeys.
Mom, stop trying to hook me up with parties. I can find one on my own.
This shall guide my way. for the foreseeable future.
As you enter Alchemist Quarry, has I'm gonna call her Des because my brain can't get their full
That's
name.
fine.
Has Des ever been to Alchemist Quarry before this?
Probably.
If even by story alone, this is a different city now. As under the watchful eye of the party, it's now become more free, effectively. But that doesn't mean chaotic. As now there's a reason for this.
As she travels, she does have a hood up. It doesn't cover much, but she's at least covering her horns.
The town that once was, that seemed so perfect in a utopia, is now much more grounded in reality. There are now blacksmiths that have moved in so that the party can get armor and weapons. As building efforts have continued, what has everyone been doing with their month?
Badges has probably been playing veterinarian to 4 shuppies and a shulf. We'll probably
Shargo.
try and... Yes, that. He'll probably be trying to set up the newest branch of the, McBadges food franchise going. Because, pays to brand. If it's going to be the hero, he might as well get some endorsements. And generally probably just more being like a healing clinic through much of the day, just because he doesn't know how many actual healers they have. Whatever happened to all those? Did we figure out what happened to all those arms? Were they just all buried? Like all
They
those
were
hand
destroyed.
trophies? Okay.
As
hands,
the
yeah.
Trask came out,
Okay, good. I was trying to remember.
which also freed the people of Alchemist Quarry. They don't
Although
remember.
their left hand itches for random reasons sometimes.
Although, as you are kind of playing veterinarian, you realize these people don't remember their past. Not well, at least.
Oh, well, it's not surprising. Unfortunate, but not surprising. Badges ain't much of a therapist. So not much he can do about that. But he will share that observation with the party. Just let everybody know, hey, whatever happened to these folks, they're free of it, but it seems to have really sort of wiped out or greatly lessened their memories of the before times, like before they were turned and became part of the community. So that's something they're gonna have to work through. Is there a town that's known for its therapists?
No,
We
not in
can-
the
We have a
not in
hot
the
spring.
Bellowing Wilds. The hot
Yeah.
spring's the closest is what you got.
Well, he'll try and prescribe some trips out to out to get those spa days and mud baths, but that's the best he can do. He can heal the body, and he can feed the soul. Healing the mind is not something he's got the patience for.
Get those endorsements in, eh?
Yeah.
What has everyone else been doing?
My guess is that Luna would be looking around Kinora's office a lot, trying to find any clues, anything, any other information on her, because Kinora seemed to know a lot. But she she's not really sure what she'll find. She'll also probably spend time with the shark hound and the shark hound puppies.
All right. Encino or Boulder?
Encino's been kind of trying to make sure that there is like a town watch. You know, when everything was okay and fine and dandy, you know, everybody had jobs, but now people don't have jobs, and they're still in the middle of a bloody swamp. And swamps have dangers, so he's kind of been playing captain of the watch. In between that, it's been a lot of making sure Curry and his shark pound puppy Jeff don't fight. Jeff wanted to sit on top of Encino's head, and that's where Curry lives, and things have been going downhill since.
You need to properly introduce your pets.
It was kind of a spur of the moment thing.
Separate rooms. Let them get used to each other's smells before introducing them.
Most of this city is rubble. What rooms?
Yes. In Boulder.
Boulder mostly, as much as it was a bunch of ruins, it's kind of important to make sure the ruins are at least somewhat stable to build a town on top of. So he's probably, especially the townsfolk that were doing a lot of the mining underneath. Yes, they were mining, Tarrasque innards. Admittedly, yes, but that, they're still pretty solid with a pickaxe. So that's probably most of what he spent the month doing, is making sure the foundation of the town isn't going to become a massive sinkhole, because we see how that worked well with Bulgari. So in that, it was reclaiming what metal and stuff was available from the laboratory, and further down, like with the armory area. And that could be what attracted some blacksmiths in to help out, not help out, selling tools, repairing, that kind of thing. And also, food's a thing. So getting trade and all that set up. So in the markets, that yes, there's hopefully no market square, not just a bunch of pots.
There is.
And then kind of letting merchants know, let people know about the new availability through the area. And, there's a nice little hot spring that is especially on your way up to Rascom from Alchemist Quarry. So doing his little bit of advertising.
The first merchant of Alchemist Quarry is a pot seller.
Ha.
I just found them
also,
there.
Pebble and the
Des,
Shark Hound are a very tentative relationship at the moment. They both want attention. It's terrifying.
what is Badges doing with his shark hound?
Oh, they're getting along just fine. Badges can talk to him. Badges knows how to train a youngin, and there's no battle with Bertle. Bertle just wins. So Bertle is like the big brother to this little shuppy that just loves him to death. And Bertle's dealing with that.
It's like having a retriever puppy in a Great Pyrenees.
Yep, kind of like that.
One wants to play, the other one just vibes and takes it.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
My dad's pit bull and my old cat.
So, Des, this is the city of Alchemist Quarry that you walk into, not one of almost make-believe, but one of real substance. And of course, now the current town watch, as you come in, kind of stops you at the gate. And yeah, I'm still gonna say it's one of these guys, and it's a beagle beast folk. A beagle beast folk.
Okay.
So think of a beagle, but standing on two legs, with a very handmade spear.
She's small like a beagle.
He would be the bigger size, not the smaller one.
Is he human size?
Yeah, he's a shorter human size. So
Okay.
like 5 foot 5'2".
Okay.
and he's like warning this town is still under construction and being built. If you are passing through, please be cautious at this time. I don't know if the inn has been built yet for adventurers.
Thank you.
And with that, what do we see when we see your character?
She is a red tiefling with stark black hair, but there's a chunk of white that can be seen just underneath, and one piece up front is also white. Silver eyes. She is in a sleeveless top. She's quite muscular. She has a few scars here and there on her face. And quite muscular, pretty tall. She's about 5'11". Tall for a woman, I'd say. Not, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm missing detail, but the gist is she looks very intimidating. Whether she is actually, that's up to interpretation.
Welcome to McBadges. Are you here for the burgers or healing?
I'm actually here for you. You're one of the heroes, correct?
Yeah. Whether we meant to be or not, we're the heroes.
I was wondering if I could tag along with you guys.
Were you cursed? Is this like, are you under a geese? I can't imagine anybody else wanting to follow us except somebody who's doesn't really have another choice.
Well, I'm not under any magical influence.
Okay. That still leaves things open, but we've all got
I
our
really have nothing
secrets.
else to do.
Risking your life for boredom? I've also heard that one. What do you bring to the table?
Well, quite strong.
Yeah, you can see that.
I offer a bit of healing if needed, but I'm sure you guys are fine on that.
Like
I
what do
bring
you
a
what do
pretty
you do?
face.
Look, that's also obvious. Tough and beautiful. We got that. But what do you do besides being strong? Are you of a fighter, a construction worker? I don't think bodybuilding competitions are actually a thing here, but I can see that too. What's your vocation?
I fight.
Okay, you'll fit in just fine then. Have to run it by the rest of the group, and I'm not sure why suddenly I sounded a little New Yorker there for badges. Absolutely no clue where that came from. But we'll try and correct it. Let's see. We're all gonna get together at the well, it's not the Adventures Inn, but we've got some rooms at a place. And I do dinners. If you want to meet us there, we can talk with the rest of the group, make sure everybody's copacetic with it. I mean, I'm not a dictator here. I don't think anybody actually even really runs this group. We just kind of go places and things happen.
All right. Works for me.
Outstanding. Here, have a burger while you're waiting.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent sell badges.
Thank you. Uh, and then I guess a little later, when everybody should be together, rather than trying to patrol around the city and figure out where everybody is, we'll just meet up for dinner.
I guess this would kind of become your almost routine.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Of
mean,
you
nobody's.
all split in the morning, or you all have breakfast together, split, come back for dinner.
Yeah, you don't have to be there for dinner. It's just nice, you know. We've worked.
Everybody shows up anyways,
Yeah, that's
except for
fair.
that one time Boulder got stuck in a pot.
It was a really nice pot, though. Yeah,
It was a really nice pot.
Eh. Too big.
And for Des, let's go around and describe all the characters again.
Alrighty. Well, Badges he's about 6'1", 6'2". He's a badger, half elven badger beast folk. The badger part is fairly strong, but not like pronounced. He doesn't have a muzzle. He's more got the coloring and the ears, a little bit more fur on his forearms and legs, and not quite claws, but close. Pointier teeth. He's accompanied by his ever faithful steed and companion Bertle, the giant badger turtle. And now the Shuppy, which will remain Shuppy.
And don't forget Mambit.
And, well, the Mabbit just is sleeping. We don't talk about the Mabbit unless we need to unleash the Mabbit. But yes, there's a mimic that is some sort of, that is most comfortable in the form of a killer rabbit. What the hell is my life? All right, over to Encino.
Encino is a 6'9" dragonborn. When he
I speak
comes,
Draconic. Sorry.
when he plods into sort of McBadges, you see a skeleton that walks essentially. He's very gaunt. Literally, he looks like ossified bone. You know, his very sort of savage, feral looking. On top of his head is a blue salamander-like creature named Curry. And sort of sitting on his back is a little sharkhound puppy with a collar that says Jeff in like really, really crude lettering because Encino used a knife. He like every time he walks into a room, he stops at the entrance, sniffs, and then kind of like looks around the room. It's funny because he has no sense of smell. So he's sniffing for no reason. He doesn't smell anything anyways. You are a new face, he says as he comes towards you.
Yes. I was actually inquiring about tagging along with you and your group.
Are you all right in the head?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Sounds like you'll fit in. And he goes back behind the counter to help Badges prepare the food.
He also has the most riz out of anybody in the group somehow.
Mm-hmm. Luna.
From time to time, as you would have been talking with Badges, you would have heard this, what looks to be a husky looks kind of wolfish, but more of a husky, running around with a shark hound or two, probably running behind her, just having a ball, laughing it up, and playing around. Once Badges would call for dinner, though, of course, what will walk in? She is. I forgot. Hold on. Bring up my bio here.
A husky beast folk.
She is a husky beast folk, but I was trying to remember like the size. I didn't write
Right.
anything down. Oh, she's 5 feet tall, about 90-ish pounds. She looks to be about 15, but from the way she acts, you might think that her mental age is actually younger, if that makes any sense. She at this point she'll just be dirty from her head to her toe, but you'll see her dressed mainly in black with a hood on. I'm guessing at this point right now, because she's trusting of others, she'll have it down, and you can see her cute little fluffy ears. She'll just come in all dirty and such, and just look at Badges wagging her tail, and then the shark hound will come in and just pounce on top of her, and she'll giggle and roll around on the floor.
Luna, please prestidigitate yourself clean before we eat. And the puppy.
And Shadow too.
Get
Oh,
both of you,
okay.
please.
Oh, okay.
No dirty paws at the table.
Roll me chaos. We're clear because we moved it up to 42.
Oh,
Right?
so 36 is fine then, right?
Yeah, it would be
Oh,
the
that's right.
40. It's the 48 that goes wild.
But no, I only. Oh yeah, so because I would have had to cast it twice.
Yeah.
So the second one was the 48. So the 3 is
That's
going
on the dog.
Yep.
I need to roll one more D100.
You know, I forgot about the whole chaos thing for a moment. Don't know how I forgot, but I forgot.
I
What
just
happens?
grabbed
You have one in
So
both
3
of your
is the
games,
caster, the creature, and 55. The next non-magical object the victim touches turns to solid gold. Items the victim is already wearing or carrying are unaffected. So,
Nice.
my guess is that because Shadow's the shark hound, and the shark hound is the first touching the ground, or I guess maybe the tail will touch the table. The table will turn to gold.
Yep.
Okay.
with a harp.
Thank you,
But
Luna.
Luna,
It's lovely.
Shadow comes out clean, and Luna comes out clean. Well, you
They
asked
did
me
as you
to
said.
clean.
Yeah, they did. They did. It could have gone much worse. You know.
And older.
Okay, so depending on what kind of door this is, he might be walking under it, but I think it's a normal door, so he's just kind of walking through it. It's the issue of being 3 feet. Okay, maybe a couple of inches on top of it, but sure, all the same. Right now he's wearing plain clothes. He has more like a grayish, well, kind of darkened from dirt, but it's like a work shirt that you kind of put on afterwards. Like, let me just go somewhere and not look like, I've been working in a mine all day. Pretty standard pants. What you really notice is there's a nice solid red beard. Relatively well kept, because he's a dwarf. It's his pride and joy. If his beard's having a bad day, nothing's going well. It's the last thing you want to see a dwarf put to the side. But anyway, other than that, oh yeah, you'll probably notice that he has a big old pot on his back. He kind of forgets about it sometimes because he's had it there for so long. Probably sticking out. You see a little head popping out, little small crystalline pseudo dragon. Introduces that if you're kind of paying attention, noticing people are introducing themselves. Introduces himself as Boulder. A small pseudo dragon as Pebble. And then you see a small shark head pop out of the top of the pot. Oh, that's Onyx.
Nice to meet you. I'm
And you as
Desire.
well.
I'm here to, I guess, consult with the whole group about me tagging along with you guys.
Is Desrai armed?
Yes.
And if so, with what?
These
Great
guns.
These guns, yeah, indeed. These guns, a great axe that's kind of seated against her back with some kind of holster. She also has 2 hand axes, but they're also away.
So, why do you actually want to come with us? I'm still struggling to come to grips with this. Like, did you just hear about us and hope to get some glory yourself? Did you make a bet and lose?
Well, one, I don't have friends, so no bets to lose. 2, I don't care about glory, but my deity did suggest that I seek to join you guys.
Oh, God touched. All right. What deity might that be? Just so we know who we're dealing with here.
Gamekeeper, I have forgotten.
Let me pull back up the name so I don't get it wrong.
it's just good old.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Fatalia.
Oh, that's a different Alia.
All right.
could you repeat that?
Fatalia.
Thank you.
Player
Which
does
you
not
all-
remember. Oh, I was gonna say-
Player that for everyone else, that is the goddess of death.
Oh,
So she's not only a barbarian, she's metalist quack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
quacking, interesting.
Which for Encino, the reason that's important is Fatalia was one of the goddesses against Generisa.
Most of them were against Generisa, if we're going to be honest.
Very, very true. But
Oh, goddess of death. I'm good with that. Death is part of life. It's all the cycle.
The way it is seen is death means you can connect with your old comrades again. It's not a thing to be feared.
Hooray!
I was spurned by death centuries ago.
Hmm?
Great Mother keeps me alive.
And then he,
Life is also
goes
good.
back to eating.
Yep. That's our bone, Daddy.
And then Luna's going to be just chewing on a bone, probably like a big old ham bone or something,
Yep.
after she's eaten some of what's on her plate.
Great gourmet cuisine, and she wants to chew on a quacking ham bone. Kids.
But they're good.
No, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Yep. So,
Desiree just devours her plate.
oh, good.
She's been
Also devour the
traveling.
plate. Interesting.
She's gotta maintain these guns.
Yep. Yep. Well, it's Magus is obviously happy that the cooking is appreciated. It's really his calling in life. This whole hero thing just sort of happened and kept happening, and then happened some more.
Pretty much.
The other thing before we finalize and welcome aboard and everything, because I can see absolutely no downsides to this, we are required to do a bunch of stuff for Wizardly, like Mr. Wizardly, the most powerful wizard that there ever was. And some of them are dangerous, and some of them are stupid, and most of them have been both, honestly. But we're going to be traveling all across the wilds delivering furniture and written insults and a kraken and whatever else happens to be involved. I mean, seriously, Volgari freaking fell into a chasm when we went there to drop off the helmet like he wanted. All right, well, you haven't been scared off by that either, so you'll either fit in or you'll run screaming within the week.
Mm.
I
With
think I'll
that,
fit in.
as you all are talking, Abby comes in just like she does every night
Hi,
with your
Abby.
mail. And she comes in, and this time instead of being as happy and cheery as she normally is, she's scared.
What's wrong, Abby?
And she hands over a green and gold envelope to you all.
Oh,
She
did we get an invitation from herself?
It looks like it. It also looks like you all have another invitation. And this one is pink and glitter. Like the minute you touch it, glitter falls from it onto your hands.
Ain't touching that one.
I ain't touching that. No,
Not it.
I know what that does.
No.
Even
Does
Luna
anybody
doesn't
have
want to
mage
touch it.
hand? Because we ain't
I
doing
don't
this.
like pink.
I do
Sorry,
not have.
you already sparkle.
Oh, and you see her start to do that, and you can see it like spreading along her hands
Oh
as
no,
she's just
it's
trying to get
infectious.
it off.
Should I
Oh,
clean
oh
away
no.
the glitter?
And she places both envelopes on the table for you all to read. For Des, Abby is a red panda beast folk. She stands at all of like 3 feet.
That's adorable.
It's also a very skilled acupuncturist
And massage artist.
and massage
Yes, yes,
artist.
yes.
So if you need a rub
Mhm.
down, Abby is amazing. You wouldn't think there'd be that much strength in those little hands, but all right. Well, let's start with what we know is bad news, and then we'll see if that glitter apocalypse abomination there is anything good, or if it's just another way for fate to kick us right in the fork. So Badges will pop it and read it aloud to everybody.
To the heroes of the bellowing wilds is the first line,
Of course it is.
written in golden ink. It continues on to explain how Gresh herself finds it rude that such heroes have not graced her presence yet and have not been
Oh my gosh.
and have seemed to be thwarting her men at every turn, and thus your
Twice.
presence,
Oh no, 3 times.
and
Because there was excess and then the 2 randoms.
and thus your presence has been requested at her castle as soon as you can.
To be fair, did any of them except the first group actually make sure that announce we are, working for Gresh and yada yada yada? Because Six Arm Lady I know was all about it.
Yes.
And all about somebody who's no longer with us,
Oh, unless she's
creepily
back.
enough. There she is. But the other 2, I don't remember them saying, "Oh, we are Gresh's, how dare you," or whatever. I think because we just beat them up too fast.
No,
I
we
think-
intimidated one group and said, we don't need to do this. Nobody needs to die today.
These are not the taxes you're looking for.
Yep. So there's Gresh saying, "You've been very naughty. Come to mommy for a spanking."
Yeah.
I may have made that more erotic than it was intended, but
Oh Lord.
and then Badges is going to root around in his bag, for a pair of his least favorite pair of forks, and is going to very carefully, from a distance, try to
It's already
open.
all over you.
It, as you begin to open the pink one, it puffs out glitter. That then
Desrai
falls
tries
on-
to dodge it.
There is no dodging this glitter, bud. We just gotta take it.
Yeah.
She's trying though.
Roll for it. Roll me athletics to dodge the glitter.
Do I get that roll, or because I opened it?
All
am
of y'all
just,
can.
Okay.
Everyone can. Whoever's
What
trying
roll?
to dodge the glitter.
I have accepted my
Athletics.
fate.
Athletics?
Athletics?
Yep. Read out your rolls as well, y'all.
Batch has got a 6. He did not dodge anything.
Yep.
13.
22
Dang.
Yep. Encino does not have glitter.
iframes.
I don't know which
Horrifying.
one to.
You always, unless you have
11, all right.
God, what's it called? Proficiency in that skill. You got the little blue check mark. You always use the first one.
I have proficiency.
Okay, then you use the best of the two. You're treated like you have
15.
advantage.
Okay.
I'm having
Otherwise,
trouble,
normally
hold
just
on.
take the first number.
Okay. And it reads, Bonjour.
Do
My
I
name.
get glittered or no?
Yes. Anyone
Okay.
under a 20 got glittered.
She
Oh.
attempts to like duck under the table, but
Oh, Luna definitely got glittered.
Oh,
It's a
Luna ran
5,
into the
mate.
glitter with a
Luna-
5.
Luna got the worst of it.
What's that sound?
Oh yeah, Luna decided that it was a glitter party. She's not very fond of pink, but she just hops right in there and starts rolling around in all the glitter. And Shadow joins her too.
No, Luna sees the script like, oh, I can read this. Whoosh.
All right. So bonjour.
Yep. Bonjour. I am Queen Bouquet from Kylandria. And you are invited to my castle for a bit of a conversation, as we have not met, and yet as heroes, I would like to meet the individuals who have apparently protected my kingdom.
Where is Calandria?
It's the druid place.
How did that turn out?
Well,
Obviously pink.
no, Calandria we haven't really done anything with. It was the wandering druid city that seceded from Calandria and wandered into the wilds to get away. So I don't want to talk to this person because they're going to want to get all political, and I don't like politics.
but we don't have to go.
Maybe
We've
we
just been invited.
Yeah. Well, when royalty invites you, it's usually not actually an invitation.
Well, then why don't
Who
we
are
just
we?
say, get over here?
Because they want to appear benevolent without actually being benevolent.
Hmm.
Friggin' royals. Friggin' dragon.
How did we lose our
Which
person
do we
who
wish
was
to piss off more?
I'm fine with pissing off the Queen of Calandria. Gresh is very much in our
neighbor.
wheelhouse and is the more likely of the two to murder us out of hand.
maybe we convinced Gresh to deal with Calandria?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know that we need to deal with Calandria unless they try and like send some black clad, mega warriors out here to kidnap us, throw us in a cart and drag us off to Calandria.
Yeah, we'll see the glitter from a mile away. That's not
Exactly.
happening.
Exactly. So don't care about her. Maybe if I'm really bored one day. But instead, I would think we should probably go talk to Gresh. Find a way not to be killed. Congrats on joining us at this perfect time, by the way. And then try and get more of these friggin' wizardly quests done. Because, he's really kind of the major worry, but he seems less likely to do something horrible to us if we take detours.
if you remember, he never gave you like a timeline to do this stuff.
That doesn't mean there isn't one.
We don't have a
This is
timeline for either of
wizardly.
these.
We don't, but Gresh is being a
Closer
dragon
one.
and being the closer one is just. I'm just gonna assume that this is not a. Just come on over whenever you're able. I'm certain that she knows when we actually got the letter, and is counting the minutes until we get to her. So I think everything seems pretty good here. I don't think there's really any more we can do other than manual labor to help put the city together right now. So I think tomorrow might be a good time for us to leave unless anybody is opposed.
I go back now.
I shall
I mean-
appoint a watch captain in the morning.
Okay.
I'll go stop by the foreman tonight.
I'm already packed, so if anyone needs help with anything, let me know.
Oh, I will just note this. It's not as big a thing anymore as it used to be, but don't touch Luna with bare skin unless you want to dance with chaos magic.
Oh, also beware the comb.
Oh yeah, there's a
Not for your
comb.
hair.
It's a magic comb. Don't use it.
Okay.
It does things.
We've been
I know
told it
you.
changes their perception, but we don't really know what that means.
Let's
Noted.
put it this way. A baron of that what's a place, he said he no longer very good.
Okay,
Yeah,
Crush him.
but that could also change somebody from good to bad. Then I would imagine.
maybe.
Only if they no cursed by me yet.
Should we know anybody with Identify?
I have Identify.
Have we used it on this brush?
No. I just learned it. It was part of my ranger spells.
Okay. Maybe at some point we should get around to that.
Yeah, probably.
In my room.
Well, all right then. I think we're all agreed. We're gonna pack up, turn the city back over to itself, and then go talk to Gresh. I was gonna say grovel, but I don't think I could grovel even if it meant it would spare my life, especially not to Gresh.
All right.
Got it.
So
But
You
does
each-
Boulder get his plate mail in that month?
Yes.
Yes.
I just want, okay, we've got
that
that.
was that's kind of the point of the month
Yes.
is that
Alright.
you guys got everything to continue to travel.
All right.
I picked a splint armor.
Oh, splint armor. Okay.
Luna can't pick up more than what she already has, unfortunately, since sorcerer. So yeah, I'm still gonna be squishy.
You can't get like feats to like pad that out a little bit.
I raised my constitution and dexter in intelligence instead.
Understandable.
Solid choices.
So
Especially since she probably needs intelligence a little bit more.
I guess Boulder's gonna do a little bit over the night.
all right. We'll see what Boulder does. Anyone else doing anything that night?
Well,
Not unless anyone needed any help with anything.
you could
Luna
probably
spends a
play
watch.
mother and just look over and make sure that Luna packs everything, but that's about it.
Encino spends a watch at the gate just to
So you're
chill.
All right.
Oh, he does cast Identify on the Griffuk mask,
Okay.
the one that he got.
Can you bring that up what it
It's one that you made. It was
Yeah. I
Plus
don't know what
one-
identify is looking for. That's why I need the spell.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Burp, burp, burp.
Okay. Magic. So this is Yep, this is imbued with magic. You know that it does require attunement. It does not have charges. Yeah, it wasn't created by a spell. What you learn about it is that it's charged by some type of powerful crystal. That you can't exactly see if it is in the mask itself or if it's still just part of the mask. You can't see the crystal itself.
Okay.
And you come to find out that if you are in the presence of monsters, you will be safe. They think that you are one of them. So they will not be
Interesting.
immediately hostile to you.
I can speak to animal, or can I speak to animals? I'm just talking to myself at this point. Yeah, so he's going to kind of chuckle to himself quietly in the middle of the night, reading or discovering the properties of this mask, and he puts it back in his bag.
Okay. And Boulder, what are you doing over the night?
First thing is I'm gonna stop in at the format's kind of been eventually put himself in charge of like the underground reconstruction side.
Mhm.
And just let him know that finally leaving town. I know we've like spent a month here, we've gotten a lot done. But kind of reinforcing that he is in good hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure if you need help, I'm sure you can find somebody that can contact me.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I'm gonna go try to find the cart.
The cart is safe.
The cart is safe. Okay. Like, what is the condition of the furniture on this cart? This cart's been sitting here for a month.
It's okay.
Is it like exactly the same as we last saw it?
Roll me investigation.
We got an 18.
It is in surprisingly very good condition for being left out for a month.
I don't like that. Something is, well, obviously, Wizard League gave us this furniture. Something's wrong with this furniture. I'm gonna give a minute just to make sure nothing, even like seeing if anything's living inside the furniture after a month.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave. 'Cause I guess it's fine.
Roll me animal handling.
My
Boulder's gonna be
guy,
mauled by a rabid raccoon.
for a 5.
Mm.
As you begin to touch it, you realize these are not just furniture.
For fun.
They're all mimics
Oh no.
that have been
Oh, shit.
asleep until you
Total of
touched
7.
them.
Cool.
When you go to touch this chair, you just see the seat of it just go.
Oh,
Joy.
Are we in combat now?
I'm just gonna
Boulder.
walk away.
As they start to follow you. All of the furniture is now following you through the street.
Like
I-
violently
hyper-
following him, or just like
That's
One is very violently. The rest are kind of just following along because that's what they were told to do.
Joy. Are they talking or are they just going mimic?
They're mimics.
They're mimics. They just are. Okay. Cool.
So we got Boulder up here playing Pac-Man to the ghosts.
Joke's on them. If that's what they want to do, Rocky's going to take to this guy because I'm not doing this tonight before we leave.
You're gonna lose your furniture in a moment.
I mean, we're going to stay low enough that they're following. I mean, you know what? I think I have a better idea. So we're going to go with that. we're going to go annoy Badges for a minute, because I think he might have, like, he is a spellcaster. He might have something. Or he at least has a mimic as a pet. He might have an idea. Because I'm at a loss here.
As
So I'm going to have Pebble go ahead and try to wake Badges. And let Badges know that Boulder's being chased by a bunch of mimics.
like 5 of them too.
Why? Why are you being chased by mimics? Badges is gonna just wake up Bertle, who's no happier about it than he is. Go outside.
They have
Up on
matching
his-
bedhead.
They do have matching bedhead. Jump on his flying Bertle, his flying badger turtle, and we're gonna wander over to where Boulder is apparently kiting a conga line of mimics.
Yeah.
Does Rise a really light sleeper? So hearing Badges go, like his reaction to Boulder, she's gonna kind of wake up and like slowly follow behind, trying to be as quiet as possible. Just
So,
interested.
so Boulder really is just kind of flying around, sort of like doing laps, keeping the
No,
mimics.
because Pebble's with you, so I don't have any way of flying. So I'm like trying to
you're
walk
just
slightly
jogging.
faster than a mimic. Yeah.
All right, so Bertle or Badges will get
It's not
back
hard.
and
And
be
he's
like,
a
all right.
dwarf.
And then he's gonna reach over to his pocket. Yeah, he's not very speedy and in scale mail, but he's gonna reach into his bag, pull out the Mabbit.
Who is even less happy about being awake.
Yeah. And he's gonna like
Identical bedhead.
speak with animals so that he can speak with his little friendo here and just be like, all right, can you ask them what the hell they're doing?
Turns around. And you hear noises coming out of both parties. No clue what they're saying, unfortunately. And he turns back, and in Rabbit, he says, "They were asleep. He woke them up."
The box. You opened it. I came. All right. So
Apparently, Wizardly put them all to sleep until they got to Granite,
we're not at Granite.
where they were supposed to be touched. Not before.
No, he did not tell us not to touch the furniture before then. He said, bring it. How are we? I'm surprised we haven't already touched it. It's an open top cart full of furniture.
And y'all have said so many times, I'm like, is anyone sitting back there? And you're like, no one's even touching it. Like, no one's even bothering it. I was like,
Yes. So now a month leaving it sit there, it looks in perfect condition. I decide maybe it's time to look at the furniture Badges.
Well, there could have been worse times. Patch is just gonna pause, pinch the bridge of his nose, and then be like, Wizardly, you didn't tell us not to touch them, and they woke up early. What are we doing here, bruh? Do we kill them? Can you put them back to sleep?
Do you not? I thought you had sleep Badges.
on the hill, you hear the of Mr. Wizardly's tower.
Oh, I mean, I'm just gonna head straight for this tower. I'm being chased by a bunch of mimics.
As he pops in and just like, I kind of wanted to see what would happen.
Well,
How long this would take.
I'm sure it took longer than you expected, because it took
Oh,
longer than
yeah.
I expected.
Yes, it
Des
really
Wright
did.
is very much still observing the situation.
Yeah.
And you know Mr. Wizardly by tail alone. The story that you heard is that this is a wish spell come to life. So pretty much don't mess with this man.
Yep. Although he looks kind of like somebody who belongs deep in some sort of IT basement somewhere, but with a wizard hat. Like skinny, scruffy, pale,
Yep.
unkempt.
He looks like Ted from IT.
Yeah.
Wizard hat on, but it's definitely a skew.
bathrobe.
old ratty bathrobe with a coffee mug. Always has a coffee mug that just says no on it. And kind of just looks, what do you want me to do?
Well, do you still want us to take him to Granite? Like, was there somebody
Yes.
else we were supposed to bring? All right, well then, you need to refurniture them and re-sleep them. And now that we know not to touch them, we can arrange for that.
All right. And you just kind of see him look at them all, does a motion with his hand, and they all just end up back on the cart.
So now we know. Don't touch the furniture. Badges goes back to, unless Wizardly sticks around to talk, which he never freaking does.
No, he's like, this was the last favor because you fixed my cup. Goes back into his tower and is gone.
Yeah, by the time Badges has time to turn around and say something, Wizardly's already leaving.
Yep. The Badges is gonna get a tarp, tie it over the top of this thing very carefully, not touching any of the furniture. And then he's gonna
Greg
go
comes
and
out to assist.
like, thank you. I could use the hand. Boulder, you can stop running now.
I stopped
I
running when
assume
the
that was-
furniture disappeared.
Okay. Good. Then he's gonna go through and like push extra fabric into any gaps where somebody might accidentally somehow like reach through and touch the furniture.
All right. At least we know we're delivering a bunch of mimics to Granite now.
Yeah.
Unlike that Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken was a quite a surprise, but thankfully it was just scared and wanted to go home.
Okay, so what's this heart gonna do?
I can't even fathom what this heart is going to do. It's probably going to like resurrect some ancient evil something or another just so Wizardly can flip it off and then tear the heart back out.
Because if we're leaving, we're probably going to Pyrite.
Are we? I thought we were going right to Gresh.
I mean, there's a town in the way.
That's fair. I mean, I suppose we can
And I think
hop
that town
over.
is Pyrite.
Is it?
It's Leisha.
Ishi.
We have something in Lacey? I didn't think we had something
No.
in Lacey.
I don't
No,
think
but
so.
you have to go through Lishi.
All right.
Where's Pyrite? Am I just dumb?
Pyrite's on
Oh,
the
wow,
other
Pyrite's
side of the
forever.
mountain.
I don't know why I thought 15 was what we needed. Oh, because I couldn't see the one for the 15. Hey, learn to read a map.
Nice. All right. So, yeah, we'll we'll get to whatever horrible, unpleasant trollingness that friggin' heart is later. I'm going back to bed now.
I'm also going to bed because the wagon is secure.
Yeah, it's really secure.
And has its own security. I hate it.
I have a feeling that if we didn't cover it, pretty soon we'd come back to a empty cart and maybe like one half-eaten shoe with the remainder of the foot still in it,
Badges.
and nothing else.
This card has probably eaten people.
It probably has, but I can't prove it, and I don't know who they are, so that is what it is. Desiree, thank you for helping
No worries.
with the cart. And then Badges is going back to bed. And anybody who tries to wake him up before like a reasonable time is getting thorn whipped.
As night falls and you all get your long rest in, the morning comes early. The sun almost too bright. As you know, you are going back on the road today. As you pack up and begin your walk, who wants to give me your travel day? One, yeah, your two
Let's
travel.
let our new member have the first
one.
travel day
go.
roll.
What do I do? Also, this may have been your guys' worst decision yet, letting me do this.
Oh, buddy, we let the Trask out. There's not many worse decisions we can make at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah, the dire
Right.
Tarask.
Just roll me a d20.
Okay.
All right, now I gotta go look at the stuff.
$16.
Yes, and what are the 16 to respond to on the table? The answer is probably more
Yeah,
tables.
Surge.
Hopefully we run into one of like some of Gresh's people, because that would make this way easier. Just so much easier.
Or way harder.
Mm,
And so I need to roll.
Did anybody make any money during that like month period?
Technically, yes, you guys would have made money. I just don't know how much because it's not in gold. It would have been in the lower forms.
Oh, like silver, copper, etc.
Silver, copper.
That's fine.
There's just not that much gold to go around.
Oh,
I wonder where it is,
that
Gresh. I
one-
cough.
we're taking the gold table with us, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait, did you put it under the with the mimic furniture?
We're gonna put it on top of the mimic furniture, mostly because I want to give it to Gresh.
Bonk.
Ah.
It
So you're
was,
gonna give an offering of gold table.
yeah, it was
Do you think Gresh
free.
is gonna want Luna from the amount
It's-
of gold that Luna's produced?
We're not gonna
No.
tell Gresh how much gold Luna has produced. We're
Yeah,
gonna tell
let's-
Gresh that she unleashes chaos everywhere she goes with every spell and every touch, and we love that about her. But it's really good reasons for Dragon not to steal her for their hoard.
So
What happened now?
Greens value people more than things too.
What?
so yeah,
What?
because the Trask is no more, I had to change some things. So give me a second.
Oh yeah, there's
As
no more
you-
earthquakes.
As you walk, you each begin to hear faintly the earth quacking underneath you.
That does not sound pleasant. Why is there quacking?
Is it quacking or is it quacking?
It's quack, quack, quack.
Okay. So it is verbally quacking. See, the
Yes.
problem is quack also means other things in this campaign. So it could be saying
Oh, I
very
know.
naughty things.
Yeah.
I know it's not though. It's literally quacking. I did not write this one up. I'm going to have to change a few things.
That's
Now.
not supposed to happen.
You are
Oh, I
in
mean-
a chaos.
Oh,
zone.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's get out of here. This isn't the worst chaos zone I've been in, but the fact that I've been in more than one is
As you do, with the hot, and I'm gonna put this now into summer, the hot summer air, you begin to smell charred flesh.
somebody needs to turn those steaks over.
As ash from Grush's volcano begins to fall like rain. As you come along, Lishe, as you look, you see the remains of the city that once was. Only one building remains, the last house in. A building itself cobbled together by the remains of the least charred parts of the other buildings. And the weeping tree, the center of what used to be the village square, scorched and bent with thick red sap that oozes out from the charred wounds of the tree. Adorned are red and gold ribbon with gifts. That is all Lishi is now. A reminder of why you do not turn your back on Gresh.
Yeah. How long ago did this happen again?
This was within your lifetimes. You all, except for Encino, can remember the stories of Lishi. Of how Gresh, when they refused to pay their taxes, came in and burned them all to death.
We
So,
put this guy over Glitter Bomb, right?
yeah, and this is why we put this guy over Glitter Bomb. This is what.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I try to be pragmatic about these things.
Good thinking.
Thank you.
Not saying it
What's
doesn't take a degree of pride to send a glitter bomb to a bunch of heroes, but that aside.
yeah. So what's this one building? Do we have to stop by it?
It is the last house in. This is the last house before, or the last place to stay before you travel into the mountains to Hero's Ascent.
I don't trust this place because they can't possibly get that many people through. And if it's still standing, why?
As an example,
But who runs it?
Probably somebody working for Gresh or somebody Gresh wanted to punish.
I guess if
Yeah.
we want to learn about Gresh, not a bad place to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna make sure to hide the gold table. Doesn't seem like something to just leave out and about.
there's a sign on it that says, "This is spray paint. It's not worth shit."
As you enter, there's only one person working here. A lizard folk. She stands about 6 foot. Almost like she almost looks like a Komodo dragon. As she cleans items, trying to keep them look at least a little bit interesting for those that come along. And she looks at you all. Adventurous?
Worse. Heroes.
Of the Bellowing Wilds.
Oh God, you've heard of us.
Of course I have. Who hasn't heard of the stories? You all saved us from the Tarask.
I mean, we were definitely there. Um, that was a whole different adventure. Yeah, we did that.
Snarlkirk. Nice to meet your acquaintance.
Bless you. Oh, that's your name. Yeah, badges. That's Encino, Boulder, Luna, Desraya.
Nice to meet you all. We do have some rooms, but you all will have to share.
That's fine. How many rooms do you have available?
At the moment, 2. Gresh has been sending out her goons more than normal.
Probably for us.
Possibly. Are there some staying here that could cause us problems?
As long as they don't see you. They're currently out bothering.
Yeah, don't like them odds, but all right.
Be safer on the road to not inconvenience this person.
Well, yeah, we'll ask. Do you think it's better that we just keep moving on then? Because we were summoned by Gresh. But sometimes those who work for Gresh don't use that lump of meat between their ears very well.
Stay together. and she hands you one key. They'll be less likely to think of anything if only one room is filled.
That'll make things good thing we're a really close group, I guess.
I'll take the floor.
I think many of us will be on the floor tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanted to, you know.
Show willing. I appreciate it. But we're probably gonna put Luna up on the bed. So that way it's the least likely that somebody who hasn't yet been affected by her touch gets to experience that while unconscious at 1 a.m.
Is there only one bed in the room?
There is only one twin-size bed.
Okay.
Yep. So
This room is it's small. It
Is
has
there
like a bed, bedside table, and a desk.
We have 4 puppies and a full-size dog.
as well as our various mounts. And
Yeah, we have 2 people over 6 foot and one just under.
Yeah. If anything, Encino is sleeping against the door, being the biggest one.
yeah, I
If he
think
tries to break open the door, they're gonna have to move 300 pounds of lizard.
most of us are going to be sleeping sitting up.
Desrai sleeps sitting up with her great axe beside her and is the next closest to the door because she's a light sleeper. And
Encino's kind of like, it's half slab squat, half his tail is holding him up. So it looks like he's just slab squatting next to the door.
Luna, it sounds like Luna has the bed.
Oh, if that's what everybody wants.
In this
Yep.
case, yes.
Honestly,
Yeah.
actually, I think Badges is going to have to sleep outside, like under the cart with Bertle, because there's no way Bertle's going to fit in here on top of everything else. Bertle don't shrink. And we have the frickin' Shuppies, who got a shark hound and 4 puppies.
In that case, it may make sense for Boulder to stay with Badges, just in case something happens over the night.
Okay, so Encino, Desiraya, and Luna are in the last house. And Boulder and Badges are outside. All right, so Double B are still hanging out. And yeah.
if you guys are in trouble, just yell and I'll be out.
Will
And
do.
you'll hear the explosions and the death.
Yeah, yeah. They'll be screaming.
Okay.
It won't be ours.
And who wants to roll me a d6?
I will.
The excitement there. It's a 6. Whatever that
It is a
means.
6.
Okay. During the night, the group of gilded goons come back. Obviously, very, very drunk. Very, very, very loud. And they don't see you, Badges or Boulder. They're not even paying attention to the fact that a room is taken. What you hear is them talking to Snarkic. Demanding she leave.
Does Rise like awake, half considering going down there?
Should like just get out of her own inn?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Donk.
As you begin to hear the one who's doing the most talking begins describing a monument to Gresh using Lishi.
Your text dollars at work.
Badges, are you hearing this or no?
I don't know. Are we hearing this outside the inn?
It's such a small rundown place. Yes. It's very easy to hear the conversation that's happening inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're drunk. And they're being very loud.
Thinking just stand by for now?
Age whisper.
Um.
If there's an actual escalation, maybe.
I got an idea. Be ready to back me up if this doesn't pan out. I don't like bullies.
Does
know.
Rise on standby upstairs?
I mean, I'd like there to be a building left when we're done.
There should be. There should be. This is
Should be.
all right. Badges is he's gonna go over to the front door. He's going to like gently from the side push the door open so that for maximum creak. And then he's gonna wild shape into a dire skunk and come barging into the room, hissing and threatening and poofing and trying to drive the drunkards back out of the inn.
Roll me intimidation.
This is a skunk. This is terrifying. This is also a big skunk, too.
With advantage. I'll do it with advantage. 'cause
Angriest stompies.
I'm gonna take a
Badges.
reroll.
Badges.
Okay.
Look, I have no charisma here, all right?
Oh.
No riz. That goes a lot of different ways.
You're currently exceptionally average for an angry skunk. There it is.
19.
15.
Because I get advantage.
19.
Okay.
19.
And they
Are they trying to
unfortunately
intimidate the skunk back?
Yes. Because effectively, so Skunk tries. And because they are drunk, they're just like, oh, big skunk scary.
Oh, like when those dickheads go through a haunted house
Yes.
and try to scare the scare actors.
Yes. They're like,
Fucking
"Oh."
hate them.
Yep. They start also stomping at you, like joking, like
Oh.
only the best a drunk can.
Oh, then
I'm
he's gonna
gonna
try. I'm gonna try and lead them back out. See if they'll
I'm
come
gonna
with me.
say
Do
it-
like a little skunk dance.
I'm gonna say at this point that Luna has woken up.
I think everybody.
She
wakes
did
up at
see
this
a
point.
little bit of what Badges tried to do with her with intimidation, and she's gonna try her own intimidation.
We aren't down there yet. Or is it just one floor?
It's only one floor. This place is
Okay.
tiny.
Desirai's peeking out of the room.
It's just heads all
Around
the way.
Encino.
Yeah.
Encino's
Encino,
up at the top because he's the
Desiree,
tallest.
Luna,
And then
the Shuppies.
Yeah, I want to say that Luna is gonna try and do intimidation on them, intimidate them away.
All right.
I
have
have,
thaumaturgy.
Yeah, how?
you know what? I
What's-
forgot. I have advantage on it. So let me roll one more time.
Yes, because they are drunk.
I have
I'm still gonna have to take
thaumaturgy.
13.
I'm gonna try to, like, in a really creepy voice, just amplify me saying, leave.
Okay.
Oops. Oh!
For a 26?
And it works.
Damn.
They are absolutely drunk enough.
There's piss on the floor.
Don't let there be piss on the floor.
No. No one is peeing their pants.
That's
today.
good.
Just
That is better that way.
the one who was doing most of the talking is like, never mind. We'll go. We'll go, but we'll be back. And they leave.
Badges is gonna wild shape, on wild shape, be like, oh, At least one of us got it. I really thought the giant skunk thing would work. Well done, Des. Nice
You
try,
make an
Luna.
adorable skunk.
I make an adorable everything, but thank you.
You
All
do
right.
your best.
I try. And then she's gonna look up at Desiree and say, "Remind me not to get you mad at me."
It's harder than you think it is.
The Badges is going back to bed. Glad that he didn't actually have to like giant skunk the well, pretty much the whole hotel, given that it's small and crappy.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, Luna goes back to bed too.
The next morning, I am not expecting a continental breakfast here, so I'm assuming
Yeah,
we're just
no.
gonna wake up and eat some rations and push on.
As you do. You know, we're gonna do one more travel day. So somebody roll it.
D20?
Yep.
Oh, Cino's going for a
Oh
D20.
no.
Why?
Uh-oh.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
No.
Okay. What'd that do?
That's actually what you want to roll in this one because
I know, right? It's
nothing
weird.
happens.
Hooray!
Oh, hooray!
Alright.
I'm completely serious.
Yay!
Hooray!
Good
Yeah, Luna's just
job.
gonna be riding
As-
on Shadow, and here we go.
As night comes and you are having to set up camp. I have to do this. I forgot to. All right. Badges. On your watch. A voice comes to you. This would be much easier if we just destroy them all. And that is where I'm ending for tonight. I know it's a little early.
Lucas,
I mean,
is that you?
I was gonna say the voice is not wrong. But at the same time, Badges ain't exactly a fan of voices from nowhere telling him to destroy everything. That happened the last time he ate some suspicious mushrooms, and that was the whole thing.
So, yep, that is where we're gonna end for tonight. Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you to our new player Ruth for signing up today, making a character, and joining today. Thank
I'm
you.
impressive.
I'm glad I joined today. That. You're upstairs. Come talk to me. I love him. And that 26 for my no.
First
I was
real
gonna say, I
roll.
thought
of
that was
the
my
game.
first roll for a moment, but that was
Your first like real roll.
yeah.
So thank you to Mudkip, thank you to Nana Back Kyle, thank you to Solar Dasher, thank you to Bison, and thank you to chat, thank you to our producer.
Yes.
Yes. Y'all were so busy. Thank you so much. If you the curse might finally lift. Maybe. We'll see. Who knows? I highly doubt it. Not on Thursday. Not with what I did.
Quacks. Ducks in chat.
Yes. So thank you so much. If you were watching this in the future on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way up to here. You must have liked it, so please hit the like button, hit the bell, so that you know when we are things get posted. Happens very regularly now, which is so awesome. I think that's it. And with that, please be nice to each other. Night, y'all.
I
Bye.